December 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. I feel like this week always feels a little weird. You know, the days after Christmas, but before the New Year. When you're in this in-between period of the festive seasons, things just feel slow yet fast. You feel a little bit off, maybe not as productive, questioning yourself as to what time even is. You're in this reflective, moody state. You're hanging out with friends, catching up with old friends. But like all things, the weird, the moody, the seasons, they all pass. And before you know it, it's New Year's Eve, and then we enter a new year. A new year, a chance to begin again. And if you're starting slow or fast, the pace doesn't matter, but what matters is how you enter this new year in a way that works for you. Although I did see my friends during this holiday season, I didn't want to film any of it because I wanted to be super present and in the moment. There's this element of getting together with friends and catching up, but there's also this element of slowing down and resting. It's so beneficial to let yourself be able to do both. It's easy for the media to portray this season so beautifully and so charming, with dinner parties and social gatherings, everyone catching up, laughing, smiling, sharing recent stories, and having fun with one another. But some of us prefer to take this season inwards. We prefer to hibernate a little bit and to rest, and I feel like this part isn't portrayed as much because it isn't seen as fun or intriguing or exciting. But our definitions of fun differ so much, and that is okay. There is nothing to feel ashamed about if you want to take the holidays to slow down. I do it because I need it, so if you need it, just know I'm here with you. This season, I went back to Hong Kong, the city I used to live in, and got to go to yoga there again. I got to practice with old friends that I used to practice with, and I loved it, but it felt so weird being back and immersing myself in my old routine, going to the cafes and coffee shops I used to hang out in, and hearing the voices of the teachers I used to practice with every day. Just finished yoga. The morning hot classes are so nice, especially when it's cold. I really like green juices, not because of the detox trend and like losing weight with juices, the kind of thing, but because I genuinely like the taste, and green juice is the closest thing to getting my greens in a liquid format. Green powder and water just does not mix with me. It's nostalgic, it's great, but it feels different. It feels like you're in a place, but like you know you don't live there anymore. I guess this is what growing up is like. Or places that once seemed more familiar to you end up being not so familiar. You're suddenly a tourist in your old city. You're following an old routine and sort of reliving an old part of you. And I think that is such a weird feeling, but it's also beautiful to realize that our bodies can adapt to this and bring us back into a state that we used to be in. It's Saturday. It's Saturday at like 7:30. If you didn't do much for the New Year's, hi, I'm here with you. With society and the status quo promoting these Hallmark holidays always as this extravagant, exciting time, it can almost feel like there's something wrong with you if you don't want to do much. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to stay in, to immerse in self-care, to have your chocolate cake by yourself and to take a bubble bath, to go out exploring and to do the things that bring you energy. So many new bakeries around the Wan Chai area. Right now I'm going to Bakehouse. Bakehouse is the bakery that has been around when I was here, and I used to go so often. Two and a half hours of yoga finished. So good. I love my double classes because you just tune off for like 3 hours, 2 hours, you're just so with yourself that you forget everything else around you. I think at the end of the day, that is the most important thing. It is to find the courage to be able to do the things that you love and not to live up to an expectation society has. You don't need to be celebrating every major holiday with these exciting plans. Maybe having less, slowing down and resting and trying to take everything in, soaking all of this time in, is just as fun and fulfilling. What's cool is to craft your own definition instead of letting society do it for you. It feels so weird after staring at a screen for so long, for so many hours. It feels so good to be off screen. Fun for me is creating, moving my body, making art, experiencing, reading and taking care of myself. Seaweed rice, avocado sushi, and then blueberries. And if you love it, don't worry about anyone's opinion but yours.